He marked the tiles with invisible ink, and some think he was wearing special contact lenses, allowing him to see symbols that no one else could, giving him an advantage. Soon, the other players grew suspicious and accused him of cheating, and before he could deny it, they grabbed a chair and slammed it down on his head. Police later found the marked tiles, but they never found the lenses. The goose pushed out an egg made completely of solid gold. And when the farmer checked the next day, he found another golden egg. At first, he was thrilled. Each egg meant steady wealth for the rest of his life. But he eventually convinced himself the goose must have a pile of gold inside her. So he stabbed her in the neck and slid the knife all the way down to open her body, hoping to find all the gold. But inside, there was nothing, and now his goose was dead, which meant no more golden eggs. His greed destroyed the very thing that made him rich. You would press the letter A on the keyboard, but the machine would light up a totally different letter. That's because inside were spinning wheels called rotors. Each rotor scrambled the signal in a different way, and every time you pressed a key, the rotors turned, changing the code again. By the time the message was done, the letter swap seemed completely random. But the machine could never turn a letter into itself, so an A could never become an A. Code breakers used this flaw to figure out common words used in the messages. Then they built giant machines to test thousands of possible solutions at a time, and this allowed them to crack the code and read Germany's secrets, helping them win the war. He lunged at the old man with a knife after breaking in to rob him. But the 72-year-old was a former boxing champion, and in seconds, he landed 2 powerful punches straight into the burglar's face. The force of the punches knocked him backward onto the floor, with a bloody lip and a swollen black eye. And before he could react, the old man restrained him, holding him in place until police arrived. The burglar went to prison, and the judge said he got exactly what he deserved. The crowd sat facing the Statue of Liberty, framed between 2 giant pillars, as a curtain was slowly raised in front. They watched as music blasted through speakers. Then, when the curtain dropped, the entire statue had disappeared? What was actually going on here? Well, the audience was sitting on a huge turntable that rotated slowly so they couldn't feel it. And the loud music covered the sound, while a spotlight shifted with the table. This made it look like they hadn't moved, and when the curtain came down, a pillar was perfectly blocking the statue from their new view. They removed his throat cancer and carefully took a piece of his chest skin to patch the hole in his throat. But the chest skin grew hair inside his throat. Years later, the hair ended up dangling deep in his windpipe, and as he breathed in, it felt like he was choking. Doctors had to burn the hair off just so he could breathe normally again.